Hey podcast guys, welcome to another episode. Um,
You
big
can't. You
fan.
know. No. 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 No.
No,
No. We're
no,
not starting
no,
like this. I'm
no,
taking this
no,
back over. No,
no.
I'm taking this shit
Today-
back over because he
Today's not
can't do
today.
one. He cannot, and he cannot do the intro for some reason.
What's up, podcast guys? It's your
Welcome
boy.
back. Welcome back to the Professional Yappers podcast. I'm your host, Wavion, Davion, Javion, whatever you want to call me. We got my man Ronnie, BWO Sharp, and we got Raheem, Heems, man who sits like that on a chair for some reason.
Wait, I just realized why he's upset.
We are. I don't know why he's upset. You guys, I'll let you guys explain. But we're trying to get back onto that regular schedule that we were on before. We got a lot to cover as we usually do. But please enlighten us, sir. Why is he so upset?
Because
Yesterday, no.
Let
Yesterday
me.
was the worst day of my life. I've been let down time and time again, but yesterday it hurt.
What was
I-
the score of the Bills Ravens game, Raheem?
I don't know, they lost by 2.
Oh,
But
it brought me
what
so
happened?
much joy.
What happened in
What-
that last 2 minutes?
what I do know is that Mark Andrews, if you ever come to Canada, you have to see me.
And do what exactly?
Was that a threat, sir?
No,
Yeah.
he has to see me, as in I would like to talk to him about the game.
What would you like to talk to him about? Let's role play.
Let's-
I'm Mark Andrews. Oops, I dropped the ball.
Wait, hold on. Let's pretend I'm Mark Andrews for a second, okay?
All right, Raheem, go.
What's up, Mark Andrews? Big fan.
You're
Cut
going
that
to
out.
jail.
Well, let's get into it.
So Bills Ravens, your boys lost.
Um,
What did I say last episode was gonna happen?
Lamar's gonna beat Lamar.
That's exactly what happened.
He
Like Lamar Jackson played like total like two,
played like Lamar Jackson.
First
two
possessions.
ass of cheeks.
First
okay.
possessions. First 4 downs. Interception.
Yeah,
Like-
I walked into this guy's house and the first play I seen was him throwing an interception. And I was like, yo, this
Yeah.
is nuts.
What you missed when you were at Walmart was like your boys actually scored. Like it was an early 7-0 lead. Like,
Mhm.
oh, this looks good. Nope. Oh my god, that
And-
changed so fast.
I
Yo,
think
shout
the
out
worst-
Walmart for a possible sponsorship in the future.
I think what the worst part about this is that we didn't get beat by Josh Allen. Josh Allen
True.
like
That's true.
didn't beat us. Like we got our ass whooped by the Baltimore Ravens. And like what hurts even more
Wait.
is that-
We?
Oh, I can't.
as in like
We?
a collective group.
Let's
you from Baltimore, sir?
Yeah,
Baltimore.
two,
We?
dummy. But yeah.
I want to quickly before you continue to ramble on like an idiot. Let's look at the stats here. So, passing yards, LJ 8, 18 for 25, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's not terrible. Josh Allen, 16 for 22, 127 yards. No touchdowns, no interception. I think he ran in for a touchdown though.
Yeah, he ran.
And then you have Derrick Henry, 16 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. That all came in the third quarter, by the way, just so you know.
Yep. They went to and I want to talk about that. Derrick Henry ran the ball
Yep.
for the entire possession, for the entire drive. And then we get to the 2-point conversion,
Yeah.
and then nobody knows what to do. Okay, the one play that worked, nobody knows. Oh my gosh, let's not just use the one play that's working for the whole entire time. Okay, let's just switch it up. Let's because we're so smart. We're so fucking smart, right? Yeah. So yeah. Anyways,
We?
Lamar Jackson played. Sorry.
We?
Lamar Jackson played like ass for 3 quarters and 13 minutes of the entire game. He saw that 2-minute warning and started to lock in.
And it looked
All right.
great.
And he looked great. Okay. Mark Andrews. I think that okay. With the turnovers in the first quarter, I couldn't be mad at the interception. I feel like that was just a little bit of a miscommunication, and everybody kind of just shrugged it off, like, okay, cool, fuck, we threw a pick, but like, whatever,
It
it
didn't
is.
like super hurt them, but yeah.
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 Okay. I think what especially hurt the team was that Lamar Jackson fumble. That was bad. That was horrible.
Yeah, that
All
wasn't
right.
ideal.
It was not ideal. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah.
He wasn't running the ball. He was making like bad decisions. Like it was just like all over the place. And then I guess we can talk about Mark Andrews.
Those are two key plays. Two key
Like,
turnovers in the second half that
and then
destroyed them.
the first one could have really been avoided. Like,
Absolutely.
I get it, like trying to gain the extra 2 yards or whatever, but like when you watch back the video,
That's not what happened.
he actually like catches the ball and then
Went backwards.
turns back.
Yeah, he was trying to go around the defense in hopes
Yeah.
of evading and then getting forward. And that him going back is what caused the poke to happen.
Caused the poke and caused the fumble and caused the turn. And it's
'Cause-
like, bro, we're here already. It was a good throw. You actually
Yeah.
caught the ball this time. Just drop, like, please,
Or just go forward.
or
You're a
just
tight
go
end. Just go forward.
Just run. Yeah, just
Yeah.
run.
Yeah. Tuck
but
in.
it was
Like-
it was hard. It was a hard watch.
Yeah, like imagine if that didn't happen, they probably would have scored on the run there. And
Yes,
things would have been
I
different.
believe so.
Now,
I believe so.
here I'm gonna say this too. Remember when it was 21-19 and they opted to go for the 2-point conversion? Imagine they went for the field goal and then the same scenario happens later. Instead of again going for the 2-point conversion, they could have hit another field goal and tied the game at 27-all.
Yeah.
Sorry, 28-all. But yeah.
I get why they wanted to go for the 2-point conversion, because like it
Too
was going
aggressive.
into halftime. No, it wasn't going to halftime. Was it going into
No, it was the third quarter. It was the end of the third, beginning of the fourth.
end of the third. Like I get it. You're trying to be aggressive because like clock is ticking at this point. Like, you have one more quarter to play. Like, we have to get points on the board.
Yeah.
But I felt like, again, they have the best kicker in the league, right? So like, take the points that we know what we're gonna get.
Take the guaranteed
Right.
points. This guy says we
It's
though.
guaranteed.
That's crazy.
I just want to put out that I also hate the Toronto Blue Jays, but let's move on.
We need a we
Yeah.
counter.
Join the club. You say that like I don't also hate the team.
Yeah, honestly, Ravens sold. Mark Andrews, I ain't gonna lie, man. He might get cut.
Yeah.
He might get cut. Can't take this man's trust with that stupid mug. Quickly, let's talk about the Eagles game because, honest to God, that was a fun game to watch. It was a close game. It was 28-22. You know, Saquon Barkley, man, listen. 205 yards. That's crazy.
Now, I didn't actually watch the game myself because I was a little bit busy, but I heard it was a good game.
Yep.
It looked good, but it also looked like they were gonna lose at one point. Am I wrong?
No, the Rams are a good team. Like, they just kept going back and forth. Eagles had the lead for most of the game. In fact, yeah, they had the lead for most of the game, and they pulled away at the very end. It's just the Rams are a good team, unlike the Ravens.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So before we even like go further, let's try to just a little bit back on the Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen MVP race. Now, obviously, this doesn't impact anything, but if Lamar wins, does it mean anything?
He's going to win.
Okay, but when he wins, does it mean anything?
It should, but because of what just happened last night, it won't. It won't feel
So
like
me-
it does, but it should. It
Me
should
technically,
matter.
when he wins, it's not gonna mean. It's gonna be another Mickey. It's the Mickey Mouse Championship. It's basically one of Joel Embiid's.
Okay,
shit.
but
Yeah.
an MVP is for the regular season.
I know, but the MVP of the regular season should not be losing to the runner-up in the postseason.
Okay, so
That's thinking that the MVP is even going to make it to the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, if he's the MVP, you need to.
There are times where that doesn't happen, though.
Yeah, but like in this case, you need to.
Well, he made it, and he should have been.
And he shit the bed.
But he's still the
and-
best player in the regular season, so
I know.
We have this conversation over on this side of the aisle too with Clayton Kershaw all the time.
With who? Is that somebody I'm supposed to know? Oh, you talking about Clay? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Clay.
Clay. He does not go by that.
That's because you don't know him on a personal level. I know Clay. You guys
Okay,
call him Clay.
what sport are you talking about? What team does he play for?
What do you say? Oh,
What-
Clay doesn't let me and Clay don't talk about like his actual job.
Oh, he sure
It's
does.
like-
He sure does. So, what sport does he play, and what team
So
does he play
how
for?
did you know he was an athlete if you don't talk about his job?
because he has a lot of money, so I know that he's an athlete because he's not a rapper. I asked him if he's a rapper. He said, "Nah, I'm an athlete."
Sure-
Yeah,
sure about
we
that?
don't talk about that. But he and I have dinner like once a week, kind of
Where?
like break down what's going on.
Where?
Earl Sherway.
Oh, but he doesn't come to Canada, so try again.
Oh, he's over Canada.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does. He actually even skips the road trips to Toronto sometimes.
No, because you guys don't know. It's because he actually loves it here because he comes to Earl's Sherway.
What's his last name? What's his
Hershey.
last? I'm sorry. What? Again, say again.
Hershey.
Clay Hashamala.
Ah. Getting back to Lamar Jackson, so I ain't gonna lie. I get what you're saying, but this is a regular season award. That man had 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's really good. 4,000 plus yards. Where Josh Allen got 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions with 3,700 yards. So I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson's gonna win. And I know what happened last night sucks. It's not like Lamar lost the game. The team lost the game.
No. Lamar definitely lost the game in the first 3 quarters.
But you said it yourself. He didn't lose to Josh Allen. The Ravens
Yeah.
beat themselves.
Well, okay, let me put it in a better way. Baltimore lost to Lamar Jackson.
Okay, dude.
No, I mean serious.
This
I don't
man
even know if that
was-
makes it better.
This man was at my crib yesterday watching the game, and he was like, first of all, when Mark Andrews went to go catch the ball, Raheem thought he caught it. Raheem got up, was like so excited, and so I had to stop him. Like, no, he dropped the ball. The face dropped. Like, Raheem was just stood there, utter silence, and went to the washroom.
Yeah.
Came back out to the washroom, was just like, yo, I don't know what to do with myself.
Wipe your booty cheeks. That's what.
It was
Oh.
the funniest shit ever. Holy shit. It was so silent for like a good 10 minutes between me, him, and NJ. It was so funny. Like, utter silence. Didn't know what to say. We just kept watching the replay and just... it was so good. It was so good in the worst way. So, we're getting Bills and Chiefs part 3.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. I know how Davion feels. And I kind of feel that too. I'm not going to lie. I think the Bills can pull it off. I forgot that they won in week 9.
No.
So listen.
No.
Their
Guys,
last 10
come on.
matchups, they're 5-5.
I don't
They
care.
have the exact same amount of yards, exact same amount of points. This is as even keel as it gets.
No, guys, come on. We have to I know I like to disrespect the white quarterback a lot, but like we have to put
What's his
respect on his name. Patrick Mahomes.
So why'd you have to say the white quarterback? Because they're both white.
That makes it even more confusing.
No, he is a white quarterback.
They both
He's
are.
black.
No, Patrick Mahomes is not a black man.
He's
He's
mixed.
white.
He's mixed. But
He's half black.
He's mixed with mayonnaise and white. He's white man.
brother,
Yeah.
I get you're full African, but that man is mixed. Like, I don't know why. Like, we're going there.
No, Patrick Mahomes is on my. Anyways, but we have to start respecting him a little bit more. I don't think.
Wait, what do you mean we? Ronnie and I have respect for Patrick Mahomes. We just don't like him.
I have his jersey.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you on the other hand,
I'll grab his jersey. You want me to grab his jersey?
Listen. Okay, we all have respect for him, but like, what does this talk
You
about
don't.
Josh Allen? Oh, I don't respect him, but what does it talk about Josh Allen beating
so
him?
what? Okay, hold on. What are we even talking about at this point?
What-
I'm genuinely confused.
Pulling off an upset, which is not going to happen.
No,
Okay,
but
well,
do you
hold on,
understand that? Yeah, okay, go on.
What I would like to point out are two things. First of all, you said we need to start respecting Patrick Mahomes more. You have to start respecting him more.
I'm trying to.
Second of all, the Bills have what it takes to. I think this is more even keel than what you're putting on, and I think it's just because your team, the team that you weed so much, lost to them because they beat themselves. That's what I think is happening right now. You're just projecting it onto that matchup.
All right, there.
You're not looking at it. You're not looking at it with a clear set of eyes right now. You're clouded by purple and gold haze. That's what I would like to say. I think this is going to be a more even matchup. This is something I'm more excited about. I was excited about yesterday's game. I was watching it on the train ride home. I was in Toronto all day, and I was watching it there. And as soon as I got home, I put on the game. I was excited about that game. I'm excited about next week's game. I was so excited, in fact, that I didn't even watch the Philly game because I didn't know what was happening. So, there you go.
Damn.
Thoughts on the Lions game?
Lions shit the bed. That's what my thought
Lion-
is.
Yeah. Lions should have won.
Lions 100% should have won, and this is why I felt like they weren't ready to go to the Super Bowl. So look what happened. Boys shit the bed. I blame Leangelo.
Yeah, it's Joe's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, we could. Sure, yeah. Cool. Let's blame him. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Wow. What are you thinking?
Huh?
What are you thinking?
I only watched like parts and bits of the game because I'm pretty sure I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of disappointed.
As one should be.
I'm gonna set like Raheem for the rest of the stream.
Look at that Wonder Woman.
Okay, but I have an announcement. From Saturday forward, I have become a Jaden Daniels fan, and with that said,
He's at a loss for words.
Are you like?
I think he will be my new black QB. I think
Okay.
I've given up on Lamar Jackson.
No, yesterday you said you gave up on everyone. You said
No, I
no
gave-
more
no, I gave up
supporting.
on-
You said
no,
no more support.
I
No,
gave up
hold on. You said no more
franchises.
supporting. No, you said no more teams, no more players. No, I asked. LeBron James said no.
When you watch sports and you have no, like you watching yesterday, you were chilling. You didn't give a fuck who won or lost. I need to be like that.
Yeah. I don't know why you latched onto the Ravens. You were not their fan years ago. All of a sudden, it was cool to be Lamar Jackson's fan because he won an MVP. It's like, yeah, that's my team. Like, that's crazy.
I'm almost willing to bet if we go back to like conversations we had last year, you probably said
nope.
that you don't like the Ravens, but you like
Nope.
Lamar Jackson,
Oh yeah, probably yeah. I said
which
that.
is fair.
Yeah, but that's what I always said. I said I'm not a fan of the Ravens. I'm just a huge fan of Lamar Jackson. Like if he leaves tomorrow,
So then it's not
I'm
your
gone.
Ravens. It's the Ravens. You
Yeah,
kept
no, it's
saying
right
we.
now it's my Ravens because Lamar Jackson is the QB of the Baltimore Ravens. So it's my Ravens.
I was trying to explain to Raheem that if you're such a hardcore Tom Brady fan, like you said that you were, then you shouldn't be a fan of the Bills or the Ravens, like at all.
I'm not a fan of the Bills. Fuck the Bills.
And then shouldn't be a fan of the Ravens either.
Let's go Bills.
like that's my hatred stems from Brady. I ain't gonna lie.
I just like to say that you both choosing Tom Brady as like your favorite is just the most Yankee shit ever.
I've been a fan of his since 01.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you guys remember?
Before
You
he
guys
was
remember that
before he
video
was
that went
famous.
viral of Brady and his son?
Okay,
That
anyways.
should've been-
Anyways, so clearly the Bills are gonna win next week. So let's move on.
Wow.
Let's
Anyways,
slowly
okay.
move on. I can't. if we're-
Predictions. Super Bowl predictions.
Like for next
We've
week's
done
matchup.
this already.
No, we've done it already, but now things change.
I think your bracket's changed, not ours.
My bracket is-
I still have the Eagles winning.
Mhm.
Like going to the Super Bowl.
Well,
Bills are winning this Sunday. Put it on
That's-
paper.
that's
Yeah.
kind of like brave, right? No?
Yeah.
You don't think?
Write it down, chat. Bills are beating the Chiefs. 6:30
I'm
Sunday. Write that down. On Arrowhead. Write it down.
I'm riding the Bills wave until it's over. So I'm picking the Bills.
You guys are so racist. Anyways, I got Chiefs winning. I just don't think with the script, Devil Magic, and Patrick Mahomes scale, they're just not beating all three. You can probably beat one, but all three, that's not happening.
We gonna find out the hard way.
This guy goes the script. He's
Let's-
down bad.
Speaking of,
He's
let's
down bad.
flip the script and move away from NFL. And I want to talk about MLB with Davion. I guess Raheem. Raheem's like our pro MLB expert in house. But the Jays
Yeah.
got someone new. Raheem, who did the Jays get?
Connor Another No, Anthony Standhart. Yep.
You say
Right?
Stanhart?
Yeah, that's his middle name.
What's his last
As
name? Wait,
we
what's his
as
last name?
we
What's
are
his last name?
recording, as we are recording, the signing became official.
Oh, let's go. What's his name, Raheem?
Anthony Stanhart. The middle name is Stanhart.
What's the last name?
And what's his last name, man?
We don't talk about last names when we talk about baseball.
Who's we?
Yes, we do all the time. That's how
Yeah,
we talk
I mean,
about them
no,
all the time.
I'm talking about like me, Anthony, and Babe. Moving on.
Davon, give us the lowdown on the new signing, please. This is damn stupid, bro.
Stop the presses. Alert the Pope. Someone finally took the Blue Jays money. It's a massive deal. They've been in on every single person this offseason, and no one has signed here with the exception of Jeff Hoffman until today. With what was his name? Claytony Swordsman or something? I don't even know what he was saying. His name is Anthony Santander.
There we go. Yeah, that's the last name I was thinking.
He
He
has
sells his middle name.
Yeah, you said that was his middle name.
No, his middle name is Stanley, but Stan turned on surname.
Boy, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna need you when you watch this, okay? Right here at this moment, rewind to what you said and tell me what it is you said.
Okay. All right. Deal.
Anyways, the Blue Jays got themselves a legit power guy. He's here for the next 5 years, potentially a 6th year's on the table, with a bunch of like opt-outs and stuff. Around year 4, I believe. He's a legit power protection guy behind Vladdy, most likely in the lineup. He had 44 home runs last year, more than Vladdy, more than anybody on the team. That's what we brought him here to do. He's here to hit home runs.
He's
not a good defensive player. He's a switch hitter. So a switch hitter hitting 44 home runs, I think, has only happened a literal handful of times.
Yeah.
No more than 5 times.
Yeah. Like every
It's a
time
good-
Raheem says some dumb shit, just breaks Davion's heart a bit.
I need pencils. I could just go. It's a step in the right direction, but we need to do a lot more. And I could say we because I'm a born and bred Blue Jays fan.
Same.
I have. Okay, you like the Yankees? Stupid.
So do you?
No, I don't.
I feel like the Jays and the Yankees.
I showed up to Yankee Stadium wearing my Blue Jays gear, and I almost died.
Look at all the Blue Jay hats I have on the wall.
Yeah, and look at all the Yankees hats that are out of frame.
You can't. What are you talking about?
Come on, man.
Look
Don't
at-
lie.
Look at all those Blue Jay hats. Come on now.
Don't lie to the audience.
Davion,
It's a step in the right direction. Yo, what's up?
why isn't anyone taking like the Blue Jays money? Like, what's the problem with Toronto?
That's actually a really good question.
My understanding of the situation boils down to a couple things. Our stars on the team right now are Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They're both on their last year of their deal, and no extension has been signed for either one. So it's really hard to lure star players here when you haven't even locked up your own star players. And they're on, like, Vladdy's only 26, I think. And Bo's
he's older than I thought.
No, he hasn't turned 26. He'll be going into his 26 season. He debuted
okay.
when he was. So his contract was 7 years, and he debuted when he was 19. So Bo's a little older. I think Bo is probably 29. Still very young, and he's still entering his athletic prime. But again, they're not signed past the season. The guys that are signed past the season, there's a handful of pitchers, and pitchers don't age well. So it's hard for people to come here when you see that. The Canadian dollar is another thing.
Oh, they're getting paid in the Canadian dollar?
I thought they get paid in US dollars, but they live in they spend most of the time in Canada.
So the way that it breaks down, they're getting paid in US dollars. But as a US citizen that works in Canada, half of your time you have to pay Canadian taxes.
Doesn't it go both ways?
No.
Like if you're a Canadian citizen, if you work half the time,
they're
In
not
the
going to be
States.
Canadian citizens,
Oh, okay. All right.
right? They're going to
Okay.
usually be American.
They're just here on a
And the
work visa,
way,
essentially.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
here
Yeah, yeah.
and they have to, it's 81 games they play in
Mm.
Canada. And then from that, it's only the active games that you play, but you still have to pay. And there's more taxes here than where they're living, which is most likely Florida. Florida doesn't have any.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But now I
So there's,
can see why.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's hard to deal with. I mean, the guys that they were in on, um, were really good, and because they're really good, everybody was going to be on them. The third thing that I don't think anybody's really talking about, and I picked this up from a insider that was on another baseball podcast called Foul Territory. The Blue Jays don't exceed offers from other teams; they just match them.
Okay.
I don't understand why you would match a deal from, let's say, the New York Mets when you're just helping the Mets sign that player essentially.
Yeah.
Why, if you really wanted that player, you exceed the amount that's offered. Because I mean, I've been a Blue Jays fan my whole life. You are never anyone's first choice. I'll be honest. Unless we come off winning a World Series. When the Blue Jays won the World Series in '92, Paul Molitor chose to come to Toronto because he wanted to win a ring. And rest in peace, Ricky Henderson. The trade deadline that year, Oakland wasn't doing anything. And I think he had a choice between two teams, and they asked him about Toronto, and he's like, I don't know anything about Toronto. So he calls up a guy on the team, and he's like, you got to come here. We're gonna win it all again. He's like, okay, I bet. So then they work out a trade, and he comes here. Aside from that, no one wants to come here.
Mm.
It's a big. I mean, the Blue Jays have always been big with like Dominican players. Santander's from Venezuela, so we have some Venezuelans on the team as well. They are easier, I guess, to convince to come to
Manipulate?
Toronto.
Okay.
Wow.
What'd you say?
I said manipulate, but
I thought you were gonna say coerce.
Wow. I mean, same thing. But I mean, it's been hard. It has been really hard to be a Blue Jays fan, especially last Friday, where we convinced we got Roki Sasaki, and we went out and we made a trade for more international signing bonus money, which would have gone all to Roki. And then he goes and he takes half the amount of money that he could have made with the Blue Jays with the Dodgers.
That's so crazy. Like,
like I also get it though. It's the Dodgers, no? Like you're in LA. It doesn't fucking
See, but okay, here's the thing. Here's what was wrong with the process. His agent came out and said he wanted to go to a smaller market team because he wants to carve his own path. The
Okay.
Los Angeles Dodgers are now the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay. They just won a World Series. They have all these star players signed to contracts that are going to pay them well in like forever, pretty much. There's so much deferred. They have more than $1 billion deferred on all these contracts.
Oh wow.
They're the center of the baseball universe. So to me, his agent was just either just straight yapping because he was bored, or that was never the case.
Mm.
The other thing is that people say that, I mean, the Dodgers do a really good job at everything in baseball. They sign players, they develop players. They're a prime destination for just about everybody from the coaching staff onward. The last couple of years, they've developed pitchers that have had their elbow joints completely snap.
hmm.
And you could say that's a byproduct of them, which could be true. But also it could be a byproduct of the pitches that they choose to throw. Because if you throw more breaking stuff, that's more stress on your elbow. And there's a ligament in your elbow, UCL. You tear that, you can't pitch for a year minimum. The reason the Dodgers are having problems with pitching last year before they went out and acquired the entire world at the trade deadline was because 4 out of their 5 starters had UCL problems. Tyler Glasnow signed an extension and blew out his arm.
Oh my god.
Clayton Kershaw didn't pitch. Bobby Miller was on his I think that's his name, something Miller. He was on Tommy John. Dustin May was on a second Tommy John. Also, he somehow got a steak bone stuck in his throat, so that required
Hey, yo.
healing time. Yeah, I don't know. You can't blame that part on the Dodgers. It's not their fault. I just find it interesting that they were considered the prime destination for developing pitching when, at the major league level, the Blue Jays have developed some really good pitchers.
Right.
Historically speaking, as well. I mean, Roy Halladay's one, but obviously he's not connected to this modern team whatsoever.
Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray came to Toronto, became a Cy Young award winner.
Yep.
Kevin Gausman came to Toronto. He's been in top 3 in Cy Young contendership.
Alek Manoah for the 1 season.
Alek Manoah for 1.5 seasons.
Yeah.
He was pretty good up until he blew out his elbow last year, and I think that's really what was the problem with him in that 1 year that he just blew up. Jose Barrios came back really good from that really bad season.
Right. Chris Bassett's
been good. Bassett's like his own thing, but he's been teaching a lot of these guys. Yusei Kikuchi, for example, he came in here throwing the way that Seattle told him to throw, and it was terrible. And then he completely turned it around and people wanted him to win the Cy Young. I wanted him to win the Cy Young, but it wasn't going to happen. So, I mean, the track record's there. It's just no one's taking us seriously. I'm not taking us seriously. You could even hear, there were reports today that came out, or over this weekend, during the pitches for Roki, the Blue Jays asked for Chad Green.
Oh, yes.
Bo Bichette and Dalton Varsho to help pitch. So they flew to Toronto to do it. So there's a glaring name missing from that, which is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's probably in the Dominican Republic, so that's a good 5-6 hour flight away, where those 3 guys are probably a bit closer, so I can kind of understand that depending on the timeline. But you want your star player to be here.
Yeah.
You couldn't have chosen the 3 quietest guys on the planet of the earth.
Chad Green, like, dude.
No, listen, there's a Chad Green story. They went when he was on the Yankees, they went on a 11-day road trip. Didn't speak a single word to anyone.
Oh wow.
He went 11 days to doing the exact opposite of what we do.
He was quietly yapping to himself in his head.
Yeah.
Other voices in his head.
Dalton Varsho doesn't say a word, even during his interview. Like they're probably good representations in a sense, but like Chad Green, free agent. Bo Bichette's going to be a free agent. Dalton Varsho has 2 years left. Why aren't you bringing guys like... I mean, I would have brought Alek Manoah.
You bring your star pitchers and your star player if he's available.
I would have brought Kevin Gausman.
100%.
I would have brought Jeff Hoffman, who just signed here.
100%.
I would have brought all these guys to that, but they didn't. And I mean, you know what? They didn't need it, really, because they were the one of 2 finalists. We beat out the Padres and the Cubs and the Yankees and the Mets.
His final thought was, man, Chad Green, Mookie Betts at the interview. Which one?
Well, I mean, think about it, though. Who'd you choose? Did you choose Chad Green or Shohei Ohtani?
Shohei.
Right. Exactly.
Even I picked Shohei, and I wasn't even listening.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, the choices that we're making are very puzzling to me. Even going back to the Juan Soto thing, he signed an $800 million contract.
Han Solo's cousin. I know that one.
Even if the Blue Jays matched the offer, why are you matching the Mets?
Yeah, why can't you just...
If you really want the player, they should have started the offseason with a Vladdy extension, like within days of the World Series. And then you go after all the players that you want. It makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
But now you have Vladdy going on podcasts and saying we're $100 million apart, and I want to stay here, but I'm not getting the offer I want. And the longer they wait, the more the price goes up.
As it should.
Which, as soon as what's his name signed, when Juan Soto signed, I mean, the price went up for Vladdy $100 million.
Yep.
If money's an issue, which it shouldn't be, you should have got this done a long time ago.
Yeah, because they literally backed themselves into a corner. You're absolutely right, Davion. You should have signed him first, then gone to Juan Soto, offered whatever you're going to offer. Because, like, now, Vladdy's here, like, you guys had $800 million for Juan. Where's my money? How come you can't give me more than $550? Why are you only offering me $365? What's going on here?
He's not even asking for $800 million.
No, he's not.
He started off at 300. And they were like, no, we don't want to do that. And now they have to go to 450 at least.
Yeah.
I mean, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a $500 million player.
100%. Like I can't believe 300 million is like peanuts for him. I swear
Yeah.
Bryce Harper got what 260 or
Bryce
280
Harper is on the steal of a century. I think it
Yeah.
was a $330 million
for
contract.
12 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like what? Like what? Bro, that's Bryce Harper. And he got that?
Like we used to see $20 million as the average annual value be considered a lot. That's a 1-year deal in baseball now.
Yeah.
Like that's like a hired gun type of situation.
Yeah.
Like I'm bringing you in to be this for 1 year on a prove it deal. Here's 25 million. Teoscar Hernandez got one of those last year with the Dodgers. It was a 1 year, 28 and a half or something like that. Almost 30
yeah.
million,
Yeah.
right? Like that's just honestly chump change at this point.
And now he's getting paid.
And the crazy part to me is that the former Oakland A's are spending more money than us.
That's crazy.
You're telling me we couldn't have signed Luis Severino? Really?
Oh
But
my god.
it is what it is.
Hurts my heart.
We finally got someone. Twitter seems to think we're gonna get more people. I hope so. Because my psyche needs it.
We deferred his contract a bit.
Well, that's another thing that we got to talk about. Because I actually have questions about deferrals with other sports that I want to ask you guys. I don't know.
There's no deferrals in NBA.
Okay.
Like none.
What about the NFL?
Not that I know of. Everything.
I've never heard of a deferred.
The difference with the NFL, the difference with the NFL is there's fully guaranteed contracts and there's partial guarantees. That's the only.
Yeah.
That's the only like playing around with the contract there is. There's no deferrals. They don't defer shit. You get bonuses. You get game achievement bonuses, targeted bonuses, but no deferred money. Same with the NBA. NBA, everything's fully guaranteed if you sign a contract. The only things that aren't guaranteed is if you're a G League roster on a two-way contract. That's the only thing that's not guaranteed, but again, not deferred. So all this deferred nonsense happening in the MLB is brand new to us.
Yeah.
So the thing is with deferrals is that it's still a guarantee. There's still insurance on the contracts that they have to be paid at the terms that were set in the contract.
Yeah.
It's the amount of money that's being deferred that's insane.
It's because they also get a signing bonus. That's how they entice you with the deferral.
Yeah, but then you look at the Dodgers. They've deferred over $1 billion in contracts. They're going to be paying players well into their retirement.
Yep.
And it's going to be like Bobby Bonilla Day, which to the uninitiated, the Mets signed this player named Bobby Bonilla to a 3-year deal, I think it was. But they deferred next to all of it over payments, I think over like 30 years. It was like 500
first.
Yeah, on Canada Day, on July 1st, every year. So he gets, for doing nothing, he gets like $550,000 deposited to his bank account, courtesy of the New York Mets.
Okay.
So, I mean, hey, that's great for him. And the team obviously has to pay it. They signed the contract, even though it's not the same ownership now. They still have to pay it. My question around like the other sports is that do you even think like the unions would even stand for it? Because
No.
it seems like the baseball union doesn't care. They're like, if you're gonna guarantee us, Shohei Ohtani, you're gonna guarantee me $700 million, but all of it's gonna really come after. That's fine, as long as you pay it. Which,
well, in NBA it's different because there's a salary cap, like a hard salary cap, right? So.
Which people are talking about in baseball, but I don't think that's going to solve the problem.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, do you guys think that would even be a problem though? Like, do you view deferral?
No.
I don't see it as a problem, but it's like if it's gonna stack up a certain team because they know they can defer all the money later, then it's gonna be a problem for me. Like if the Lakers can get literally anyone they want and defer the money later as a loophole, I'd be bothered by that.
Well, I think that's
unethical.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, I think people are like the Dodgers right now. Everybody that signs with the Dodgers after Roki Sasaki, they're all being called Kevin Durant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like they're all being called ring chasers. They signed a closing pitcher to a $72 million deal,
Yep.
and I think
Tanner or
like
something,
50.
right?
Tanner Scott, yeah,
Yeah.
he's like 50 million of that's not going to be paid to him right now. Shohei Ohtani's playing on a $2 million salary every year until he retires.
It's so
More than
crazy.
half of Mookie Betts' $350 million deal is being deferred. Freddie Freeman's money is being deferred. Tyler Glasnow's money is being deferred. Teoscar Hernandez's money is being deferred.
So how long has this deferred payment thing been a thing?
Well, I mean, it goes back to the 90s with Bobby Bonilla. He's the most famous
Um,
player that's happened to. But I mean, as long as they get their money, that's
Yeah.
really what I'm concerned with. The thing is that like teams can go bankrupt.
But it's insured though, right?
I mean, it's insured until the point that the team doesn't exist anymore, right?
Mm. So like imagine a team like the A's.
I mean, the A's. I mean, I think actually the A's have deferred some money too.
like what, $50?
Yeah, maybe.
Like they technically
Maybe.
exist, they're just under a different city now.
They're in Sacramento now, but they're not being called the Sacramento A's.
They're just called the Sacramento baseball team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, right after Rocky signed, it was this is terrible for baseball. The Dodgers are just the Golden State Warriors. Were the Warriors really that bad? Like for the
Yes.
sport? Do you guys think the Warriors are bad for the sport?
Yes, I think especially for the amount of time it was like, why are you looking like that?
What about the Heat?
They weren't as bad as the Warriors. Everyone in the league feared the Warriors, like legitimately feared the Warriors.
There was a time
Like,
where
no
they
one
feared
feared.
they feared the Heat, especially after they won their second ring. That's when like you
Like-
had, but well, I guess the difference here is like you had older ring chasers join the Heat, Ray
Yeah.
Allen, fucking Richard Lewis, like all of them. Like yeah, and now's their time.
It's like
I didn't see that with the Warriors, but the difference is with the Warriors, they had 3 prime players in their max contract, so that kind of was broken in a sense.
yeah, I think I think it's bigger. It was worse than the Heat because again, they were all in their primes. It was like
Yeah, okay,
at
fine.
any given night, like I can get a 50 bomb from their 1 through 3.
Yeah,
Right? It was like, oh gosh, we're playing the Warriors again today. Oh my gosh, Steph Curry has 30. Oh my gosh, we just double team him. Kevin Durant's wide open. He has 40 points. Like it was like, how do we do? We have to literally like jump into their legs to stop them.
but the Heat were that original team until the tail end of their time together.
Yeah.
They were the
They were the original super team.
Yeah,
they were the original.
But like the Warriors took it another level. Like their
Yeah.
GM was so smart that they figured out how to get 3 damn near 4 max contracts all together.
Yep.
Like that's crazy. Now the Knicks did that.
Yeah, but
I mean the Celtics are there too though. The Celtics have
all right. Now
3
change the
max
topic.
contracts.
Change the topic.
They
Change the
have
topic.
3 max
Change the topic.
contracts.
Can somebody change the topic? Oh, how's the weather, guys?
A few moments later.
Guys, come on. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening or watching another episode of the Professional Yappers podcast with me, Wavion, and Sharp. All right, we will see you guys on when's our next episode? Let's pin it on Ronnie today. When's our next episode? We're gonna hold you to that.
It's edited. Davion just edited it, so we're gonna actually send it to you to actually post. So it's on you.
So also, you guys are talking about like stuff in the past. He's asking about the next episode after this one, which we
Yeah.
haven't even.
So
Edited
good news.
yet. Yeah,
both
yeah.
episodes will be live this week.
Okay, when is the next one after this one?
This week.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Remember to always, first of all, if you guys are not subscribed to the YouTube, you guys are lacking.
Mhm.
Hit the subscribe button. All right. We are also in the works of posting on Spotify and Apple Music. Ronnie's been figuring it out for about half a year now, but we're gonna let him rock with that. But anything from you guys before we go? No.
Nah.
Yep.
Just-
Ronnie's taking the approach of the Dodgers and deferring his Spotify stuff.
Yeah.
I
yes.
promise you, give me 2 weeks, everyone, and they'll be up. I promise you guys. Spotify and Apple Music. Okay, and look out for the Instagram posts. Look out for the YouTube posts. The TikTok posts are gonna be back. We got you guys.
If it's not up in 2 weeks, I mean he's a liar. Anyways, see you guys on the next episode next week. Bye.
Later.